Did you ever have a moment in life when a saying hit a little bit harder today than it did yesterday? For me, it was the best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time to start is today. So that's why I'm making a YouTube channel. When I was younger, I had a certain image of what adult life would look like. The money, the career, the house, and the family to share it all with. But as I turned 29, I didn't have a house, I was in debt, but I was engaged. And it was starting to become clear to me that I was just behind where I wanted to be. Problem wasn't that I didn't want success, because I absolutely wanted it. I just wasn't doing anything meaningful to make it happen. You assume there's a process where everything in life kind of falls into place for you. I genuinely believed this, that just by being a spectator in my own life, things would just fall into place. But life doesn't really work like that. Dreams don't become reality by wanting and waiting. You need a plan. I had to be honest with myself that I wasn't going to reach my goals, let alone within 1 year. I had all the excuses in the world. I was also insecure and very lazy. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, those feelings. Each Christmas, we didn't have any money and we would tell ourselves, oh, it's going to be great next year because we'll have all this money. You know, it's a whole year to sort of sort ourselves out. And then the next year would come around and, oh, I can't wait for next year because next year we're going to have, you know, we won't have this isolated financial burden that we're facing at the moment, and next year will be good. And then next year came around, oh, well now it's this financial burden, next year's the year for us, next year's our year. And it was just a cycle that, yeah, as you approach 30, you kind of realize it's not working. Then proceeded to change nothing and expect something. Something had to change. I needed a plan, I needed direction, and I needed to take action. I realized nobody was going to come and save me from my own faults. I needed to learn how to manage my life better, particularly from a financial perspective. Taking responsibility for your own success was a lot harder than I expected, because it means you have to accept that you're the reason you're behind. Because it's easy to blame other people, but it's only when you realize that you can make changes now that will affect your position in the future. That's not other people's problem. That's your problem and yours alone to solve. It's more than just going to work for the day. It's more than doing unpaid overtime. It's about designing a process that works for you and that you'll follow. But first I needed a destination. Financial freedom means different things for different people. For some, it means flexing a nice new Lambo with a nice big Rolex. For others, it means living a sustainable life off the grid. It can also change depending on what stage you are in life. When I was in my early 20s, I spent every last cent I had on motorbikes and games. It brought me joy. I told myself I didn't have enough money or didn't get paid enough to save, so why would I bother saving? I might as well spend it on the things I enjoy. It's got to be spent anyway. Even if you save the money, you're going to spend it eventually, which is dumb. But that's the mentality I had, and I genuinely believed it. But now in my early 30s, I have a 10-month-old son, and I'm looking to the future and thinking financial freedom for me now means being able to take him to school, pick him up from school, and not be stressing that I'm going to be late for a meeting. But I'm not there yet. And that's why I'm starting this channel. There are already plenty of channels out there of people who are already successful trying to tell you how they got there, or people who became successful by telling other people how to become successful. I'm not making these videos after I become successful. I'm making them before. I haven't made it, I don't have all the answers, and I'm not financially free, but I'm trying. I hope that by documenting my thought process into the future, you can follow what worked, what didn't work, and then when I eventually either reach or don't reach my goals, there will be a catalogue of videos that people can then watch to follow what is an actual follow an actionable process on how somebody actually got successful along the journey, or a step-by-step of what not to do. Avoid these steps and you might make it better than I have. And I hope there's value in that. So if you're somebody who maybe started later in life, or your dreams just aren't quite where they want it to be, maybe this journey's for you. Let's see what happens. Let's see where this goes. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time to start is today. So I'm starting today.